In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to parse HTTP requests to JSON in make.com. We'll be setting up the basic scenario inside Make so you can begin working with HTTP data in a structured way. If you're new to make.com, don't worry. I'll keep this simple and easy to follow so you can move through the setup confidently. First, go to make.com and open your dashboard. This is where you manage your automations, also called scenarios. If you're already logged in, you should land here directly. The dashboard is your starting point for building any workflow, including one that handles HTTP requests and turns the response into usable JSON data. Once you're on the dashboard, click Create Scenario in the top right corner. This opens a new blank scenario where you can begin adding modules. Think of a scenario as the automation canvas where each module performs one part of the process. Next, in the search area for modules, type HTTP. This helps you quickly find the HTTP app, which is the one you'll use whenever you need to send web requests, receive responses, or work with APIs. Searching by name is usually the fastest way to locate the correct module, especially if your workspace contains many available apps. When the HTTP option appears, click on HTTP. This opens the list of available actions for that app. At this point, Make will show you different things you can do with HTTP, depending on your use case. From there, select the sample action shown on your screen. This is the action demonstrated in the setup, and choosing the correct action is important because it determines how the HTTP request will be handled inside your scenario. If you're following along exactly, just pick the same sample action presented in the interface. After that, select the sample connection. In Make, a connection is what links the module to the service or request configuration it needs. If a sample connection is already available, choose it as shown. This keeps your setup aligned with the demonstrated configuration and helps avoid unnecessary confusion during the initial build. Once that's done, click Save. Saving confirms the module settings and places the configured HTTP step into your scenario. This is an important habit in Make because it ensures your progress is stored before you continue building or testing the automation. At this point, your HTTP module setup is in place and ready for the next stage of working with the request data as JSON. If you're following this as part of a larger workflow, double-check that each selection matches what appears in your scenario before moving on. A careful setup here makes the rest of the automation much smoother.